Starting by the name of Allah, today we will talk about quadratic equation. The standard format of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now we have to know the value of x. For this reason, we have to solve this equation. If we want to solve this equation, there is two process. First, we will apply process number 1. This is, if we multiply both sides by 4a, then it will be 4a square x square plus 4abx plus 4ac equals to 0. Now, if we make it perfect square, then it will be twice ax whole square plus 2 into twice ax plus b plus b square, but we have take this b square extra, so if we want to balance it, we have to minus and another b square plus 4ac is equals to 0. From here to here, we can write the formula of a plus b whole square, where a is twice ax and b is b. So we can write it that twice ax plus b whole square, and if we transfer this part from left side to right side, it will be b square minus 4ac. Then we have to vanish this square. For vanishing this square, we have to make root over the both side. Then it will be twice ax plus b is equals to root over of b square minus 4ac. As we have made root over this expression, now we have to take plus and minus before this expression. Plus and minus root over of b square minus 4ac. As we have to know the value of x, so we have to transfer this b from left side to right side. Then it will be twice ax equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac. And for the purpose of the value of x, we have to divide this expression by twice a. So x is equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac whole divided by twice a. So x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by twice a is the solution of this equation and the value of x. Now we will apply the process number 2 to this equation. If we apply the process number 2, then we have to multiply the both sides by a. If we multiply by a the both sides, then it will be a square x square plus abx plus ac is equals to 0. If we make it perfect square, then we can write ax whole square plus 2 into ax, but we have take this 2 extra, so we have to balance this 2, so we have to divide it by 2 this expression, b by 2 plus b by 2 whole square, but we have take this b by 2 whole square extra, and for reducing it, b by 2 whole square plus ac. Now we can write here to here a plus b whole square formula, then ax plus b by 2 whole square minus b square by 4 plus ac is equals to 0. Ax plus b by 2 whole square is equals to b square minus 4ac divided by 4. And if we want to vanish this square, so we have to make square root the both sides, then it will be ax plus b by 2 is plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by 2. And if we multiply by this 2 to this expression, then it will be like as that twice ax plus b is equals to plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac. And if we transfer this b from left side to right side, it will be twice ax is equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac. And as we have to know the value of x, so we have to divide this expression by twice. Then x is equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by twice. So this is the solution of this equation, and the value of x minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. Now we will be talking about the properties of the root of this equation. We have noticed that x is equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by twice. So we have to notice that the property of x or nature of x is totally dependent on to this expression. That what will be the nature of x? It is totally dependent on b square minus 4ac whole root over. So it's case number 1. If b square minus 4ac is greater than of 0, then the equation, the properties of this solve or x will be real. And the two roots. Why two roots? Because if we take plus, then we will get one roots, and if we take minus here, then we will get another roots. Two roots will be unequal. And if it is perfect square, then it will be rational, and if it is not perfect square, then it will be irrational. So it can be rational or irrational. Rational or not. It can be rational when it is perfect square, but if it is not perfect square, then it will be irrational. So it can be rational or not rational. Case number 2. If b square minus 4ac is less than of 0, then the property of x will be unreal or imaginary number. Unreal. And two roots will be unequal also. And rational irrational case is same. If it is perfect square, then the property of x will be rational, and if it not perfect square, then it will be irrational simply. But in case number 3, if b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then the property of x will be real. And the two roots will be equal. And if it is perfect square, then it will be rational, and if it is not perfect square, then it will be irrational. It's simple. Now we will solve a quadratic equation of one variable. It is an example. simple example. This is x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Now we have to solve this equation. That means we have to know the value of x. We know the value of x, that is x is equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by 2ic. Here is nothing, that means here is 1, that means a is replaced by 1, b is replaced by minus 5 and c is constant value 6. So minus minus b, that means plus 5 plus minus root over of minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 6 divided by 2 into 1. That means 5 and 25 minus 24 root over, that means plus minus 1 divided by 2. If we take plus, then 5 plus 1 is equals to 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3. And if we take minus, then 5 minus 1 is equals to 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So the two solve of this equation will be 3, 2. So the roots, the number of roots is totally dependent on the highest power of x. If the highest power of x is 3, then the roots of this equation will be 3. But as the highest power of x in this equation, so the number of roots will be 2. Here the two roots is 3, 2. We have learned how to solve the root of an equation, but if in case it is given that the roots of the equation, but we have to determine the equation. So how the procedure? Now we will see this procedure. Suppose it is given that the two roots of the equation is given and it is alpha comma beta. It is alpha comma beta. Now we have to determine the equation. So we will apply this reversive process, that x equals to alpha and x equals to beta. In this case we can write x is equals x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equals to 0. Then we have write x equals to 2 and x equals to 3. If we reverse this process, we can write that x minus alpha into x minus beta is equals to 0, right? We can write this. As we reversing this process, the upper line we can multiply this two expression, and if we multiply this two expression, then it will be x square minus beta into x and minus alpha x minus alpha x plus alpha beta. And if we common minus alpha plus beta, then it will be x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. And if we compare the equation to the standard format of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. But here is not a, but here is a. So we have to divide this expression by a. If we divided this expression by a, it will be so the standard formula of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. But if we compare these two equation, then here is a but there is no a. So we have to vanish this a. For vanishing a, we have to divide this expression. If we divide it by a whole expression, then it will be x square plus b by a x plus c by a. But here is minus, but here is plus, so we have to balance this. If we balance this, then it will be like x square minus b by a into x plus c by equals to c. Now, if we compare these two equations, then we can write it that alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a. Suppose it is given that the two roots of a equation is 4, 5 is 4, 5. Then we have to determine this equation. Now we will take it 4 as alpha and 5 as beta. We know the standard formula of this reversible process, that is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Here alpha is 4 and beta is 5, so we can write it that x square minus alpha plus beta is 9x plus alpha beta, that means 24 is equals to 0. So this is the reversible process from roots to determining the equation. So from this procedure we have to learn how to solve the equation without applying x is equal to minus b plus minus b square root over divided by twice. Now we will see this procedure. Firstly, we have solved an equation that was like that x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Here alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and alpha beta is equals to c by a. Here alpha plus beta is minus b by a, here minus b, that means minus 5, minus 5 divided by a is 1, that means 5, and alpha beta is c by a, that means 6 by a, it is 6. So alpha plus beta is equal to 5 and alpha beta is equal to 6. We know the formula of alpha plus beta whole square is equals to alpha minus beta whole square plus 4a, 4 alpha beta. From this here we have to solve this part, alpha minus beta whole square. So alpha minus beta whole square is equals to alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta, 4 alpha beta. Now we can write it that alpha minus beta whole square is equal to alpha plus beta was 5 whole square and alpha beta was 6, and that is 4 into 6. And if we want to know the value of alpha minus beta, then we have to make a square root of this whole portion, that 25 minus 24 root, that is 1. Now we get alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. Now we can easily solve alpha beta. So alpha plus beta is equals to 5 and alpha minus beta is equals to 1. So twice alpha is equals to 6. So alpha is equals to 3. And if alpha is equal to 3, then beta is equal to 2. So alpha comma beta is equals to 3 comma. So this was the solution of this equation, x square minus 5x plus 6. So in this procedure we can solve the equation without applying x is equal to minus b plus minus b square divided by twice a.